Hello, boxing fans around the world. Welcome to another edition this Sunday on Knockout Sunday, featuring Mike Orr at 4 from that famous show Knuckle Up.
That's it.
We
That's
have a
it.
whack of shows, a whack of fights to
Oh,
highlight because
yeah, I
it's 4 o'clock. Your phone's ringing.
did. You know what? Yeah, I
All
did.
right,
I did it again. It's off. Don't
you know,
worry.
I think as far as last night's, Povetkin and White was the big fight to watch for, but we have a lot to talk about, and I know
Oh,
you watched a lot more from earlier in the week, so why don't you start off with those,
yeah.
the
Okay.
ones that were earlier in the week.
Definitely. There was a bunch of fights around the world. Actually, lots of knockouts. Uh, we go back to a couple of fights. There was a couple of knockouts last Sunday. We'll just give them a quick mention here. We have Devio Julio versus Jader Escurdia. It was a third round knockout. Julio advanced his career to 22 wins, 9 losses. Also, there was a light in the lightweight division. Darkin versus Yardi, both on their pro debut. Second round KO there for Darkin, so he improves his record to 1-0. Also, Ice Palace Terminal in Ukraine. Those last two were in Colombia, by the way. Ice Palace, Ukraine, we had a super light battle against Chebater and Leak, and that was a first round KO, and Chebater moved to 8-0. Also, on that same card, we had in the middle division, we had a 20-1 improvement by Bay Sungayev, and he was fighting Alexander Rubchev, and that was a second round knockout. Then we move into Wednesday. Wednesday there was a bout actually that I saw over in Japan, which was kind of interesting. So we had a super feather, obviously, because these guys are super light and super small. We had Yoji Seto versus Takiro Akari, and that was a knockout in the third round, I believe it was, to move his record to 3-1-2 for Satuo. And then we move into Thursday. Thursday was wonderful, wonderful. Did you happen to catch the Amanda Serrano fight?
Yep. Yes.
There we go. So let's
We
talk about that.
we can talk about that body shot being in the knockout category.
Definitely, definitely, and it actually goes down. It's been recorded by BoxRec as a knockout, so
Huh.
yeah, so it's technically her 30th. So that's her 40th win and her 30th knockout in her career. So she moves to 41-1 now, and now she has all the belts. And now I believe she should be fighting Katie Taylor, which
Yes.
uh, which honestly, all the fight fans out there definitely would probably agree with me. That
Yes.
that would definitely be the fight to watch, I think, of the year if it could happen. But let's be real, that wouldn't happen probably for another 12 to 24 months. That's what I'm thinking. Is by the time they could pen a deal like that, with all the big crap going on in the world right now, and all the contracts being up for grabs and being signed right now in the boxing community because of all last year's crappy pandemic that kind of ruined everything. Um, okay, so we have that one. Also, Friday there was in Medley, Florida, Isaac Carbonell versus Ernesto Barope. That was first round knockout by Carbonell. That was not bad, pretty good. Nothing too fancy. Just dropped him and he was counted out. Isaiah Carbonell moves to 3-0. We also had light in the light division, Jose Ruiz versus Rodolfo Puente for a second round KO, and Ruiz improves his record to 22-4-3. Then we have March 26th, Cooper Box Arena. We had David Adeli versus Dave Preston. And Dave Preston on his debut, KO left hook to the body in the first round. Wonderful knockout, just like the ones that you like there, Graham. I know you enjoyed those knockouts. I know you enjoyed those knockouts. Those gut crushing, just like Amanda Serrano, man. Just like her win, right?
That's right.
Couple hooks to the bodies. Here, let me touch that liver. Let me touch that kidney. Now you're done. Yes, definitely. Also, Cooper Bay Arena, London, cruiserweight division. Stephen Adenton and Andreas what's it? Ruiz or Ruza? I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce that last name, man. I'm bad with it.
Okay, Neil.
Yeah, a Denton. Let's talk about that knockout. Actually, we have a clip of that knockout. We're gonna run that knockout right now. If our producer can hear me, guys watching out there, you got to check out this little knockout here. Well, not really little. Can we cue that up, guys?
No, it's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Is he
Sunday
going back
fun
to the
day.
couch? Oh, here it comes.
Here it is. Oh, what a crushing blow to the chin, eh? Oh, can we rewind that quick? Can we rewind that quick and see that one more time?
Was that Roses?
Wow.
Was that Roses?
Yeah. Oh, what a crushing blow. You know what? Definitely not the way you want to debut. You do not want to, like, right now he still thinks he's in bed and he has to get up for school in the morning. Like, that's no, mommy, I don't want to go to school. Like, really, man, that was a crushing blow, man. Honestly, wonderful. Also, Mark Chamberlain versus Jordan Ellison. Ellison KO'd by a left hook to the body first round. Another one was another big one. We have the super middle, Willie Hutchinson versus Lennox Clark. Now this was a wonderful knockout. Guys, we have a treat for you. We have that one, I believe, queued up and ready to go. Check out this combination that Lennox Clark fed Hutchinson. He fed him this for dinner, guys. Check this out. Got him against the ropes. Here it comes. Bang!
Oh, yeah.
That was so funny. He like clips him with that hook, man, and just he has no idea where he is. He's out on his feet. He's got no clue. He still thinks he's at home getting ready for this fight. Like, what a big upset, man. Clark came through with that crushing blow, man, out of nowhere, and fed it to him. And again. He kept him up for a second there, man. The ropes helped that happen, and the ropes dealt us an amazing knockout for the week, to be honest. Honestly, well-deserved knockout. That definitely. Okay, we'll move into a couple more here. Bear with me. All around the world, man. You know what? A lot of these weren't televised, so we got a couple of welters here. We got Eric Boone versus Jose Guillermo Garcia, 6th round KO. We had a light heavy bout in Belgium. Quintano versus, honestly, Dave Zawimberg for a 2nd round knockout. And we have Buenos Aires bantamweight division. We had Mirko Cuello versus Hector Guzman for a 1st round KO. And it was just a one shot down in the first. Guzman was down once, and that was it. It was over. It was a pretty nice shot. We also have a welter, Alberto Palmetta versus Jose Herrera for the WBC Inter Welter. And that was a KO in the 2nd round for that title win, which was pretty good. It was hard to find a video of that. It wasn't super impressive, not like all these other ones. Any other knockouts that you seen around the world, Graham?
Well, I was watching the fights out of Gibraltar yesterday, the big Povetkin versus Dillian White fight. And that was technically a TKO.
Yeah.
Because the corner threw in the towel, right?
Yeah, definitely. White needed to win that. White needed to win that fight. Povetkin and White.
And he did. I just like the haymaker style. That was a pretty wild fight.
He was swinging like he was trying to kill him in the 1st round, man. And it was like that from the beginning. And I honestly thought he was going to get caught really hard, and just like he did, because if you go back to the first fight between those two, and you look at the highlight reel, well, it's it's hard to come back from a knockout like that, man. And when he started swinging wild for the fences like that, I was either like, you're either gonna haymaker this guy and he's gonna get knocked out, or we're seeing a repeat of the first match. Like that would have been a great highlight reel, though, honestly. But go on.
I was just saying there were some really good fights on that card. Web stopping Pfeiffer, for example, McKinson winning by a decision, I think. Then there was Ricky Hatton's kid, who defeated in his pro debut Ruiz.
Yes.
And then the couple of stoppages, a really good slugfest, Cheeseman versus Metcalf. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, no, that was a great fight, actually.
That was back and forth, and that was yeah.
Honestly, that was a battle. Those guys really battled each other. Cheeseman looked like Cheeseman looked like he ate a lot more than Metcalf did, but I noticed that Metcalf kind of got burnt out there in the last couple of rounds. I believe it was going really, it was even going in the eighth. And it was whoever was going to pull together in those last 4 rounds was going to take it. And, Metcalf had that last little run there in the eighth, kind of halfway through, kind of burned out, and then just never was able to get back to where he needed to be. And you could see that by the way Cheeseman was, he was bullying him. He was pressuring him into the corners, keeping him on the ropes no matter what. He was just leaning all his tired weight on him, and Metcalf was already tired enough that there was just nothing left on his punches at the end of that. And but what a great match though for that little belt, man. Like what a tiny belt. Man, I bet there's people in Texas that got belt buckles bigger than that thing, man. Like that British belt. That British belt is so small. It reminds me of old school WWE wrestling when you had the $1 Million Man in his little money belt thing that he had. That's what that thing reminds me of, man. It's so tiny.
Of worthy mention on that card too was the Wardley knockout of Molina, because that was a good slugfest too.
I was gonna mention that, but it was a good slugfest. He gave up. That he was just too exhausted. Molina was too much, and it was a good fight, man. But I think he just rolled. He laid down, rolled over, and that was it. He didn't get up. He didn't get up, man. He went down. He tried to say that it was like some shot to the back of the head. We know wasn't. It wasn't. You ate a little. You ate this little tiny uppercut, and you kind of like fell back, and then he just kind of like pushed you, and you kind of just laid down, and then he was like on his back looking at the ref like, "Hey, man, didn't you see that back here?" And then when the ref was like, "No," he's like, "All right, then I'm just gonna go over and roll and have a nap." Count me out. Like, what the hell was that? He was so exhausted though. But what a slugfest though. Good slugfest.
That was good. So it was a good fight. Good fight down in Gibraltar.
Yeah, that was a great card, man. There were so many fights around the world though that this weekend that were just not televised, man. Like we had in the Philippines, there was a big event going on. We also had a couple of events here in Australia that were going on as well, and it's sad that we can't talk about all of them, man. We can just give them mentions. Like honestly, I've got 4 or 5 pages of knockouts from last Sunday till today. And we try to mention as many as we can, guys.
Let me ask the big question. Out of all of the fights that you and I saw, was there a clear winner for the knockout award?
It's it's a toss up right now between the Adenton
Clark and Hutchinson.
What? Yeah, and Denton and it's a toss up between those two. And honestly, I think what I got to give it to Clark because he was the underdog. He came up with that vicious knockout. Not just one shot, 3 brilliantly placed hands. And let's be real, man. Adenton, that fight there, man, that was a debut. You know, somebody without experience. Yes, it was a brutal knockout, but was it well earned? No. The guy he was facing had more experience. I gotta give it to Lennox Clark, man. Our knockout of the week, Lennox Clark, Willie Hutchinson, definitely. I'm calling that the knuckle up knockout of the week right there. Lennox Clark. And the winner is, woo! Can we see that clip one more time? Let's roll that clip one more time. Here's our winner, folks. This is our winner of the knuckle up knockout of the week. There it goes. Nope, wrong one. That's a good one. It's a good one. That's a good one. But this is going to be the one here. Our boy Lennox Clark. Just like, come on. Oh. Every time I see it, this guy he thinks the fight is just starting right now. He has no idea. He has no idea that it's like the 5th round. He thinks he's just walking out to the ring to start the fight. Like that's knocked out on your feet. There's our winner, folks. That's our winner of the Knuckle Up Knockout of the week. Our boy Lennox Clark. Yeah, don't worry. We'll hit him up on Insta. We'll hit him up on Twitter, man. We'll talk to him. We'll let him know that he's won our prestigious Knuckle Up Knockout Artist of the Week. Definitely we'll reach out to him. Graham, until next week.
Well, sounds good.
Till Monday.
Yes, so, Monday. Knuckle Up.
We've got some things brewing for Knuckle Up at 4, guys, during the week. So make sure you tune in. Definitely, we're going to be having some special guests. I'm trying to line up one for Monday. His training schedule is very, very tight right now, so we'll see if that happens. But I'm also talking to some other guys that I'm trying to get on the show for maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. So, we're going to just, guys, make sure you tune in. Make sure you stay with me here, man. Knuckle Up at 4. I'm going to bring you these kids, these young up-and-coming fighters. I'm going to have some guys on this week. So make sure you stay tuned. Tune in every day at 4. It's your man, Mike. This is Sunday Knockout Artist of the Week. We're giving it up to Lennox Clark. We'll see you tomorrow, actually, for Knuckle Up at 4 with Mike Orr.
Yes, sir. 24 hours.
Yeah, man.